In this video, I'm going to share with you what you'll have to do if you want to change your current reality. I visually put together something to make it as simple and easy for you to understand this and start to apply it to your life. I'm also going to share a critical aspect when it comes to timing of when to apply this. And by the end of this video, you're going to understand how you can start to make shifts to create the desired reality you want and the one you really deserve. So let's get started. So this is basically a visual representation of your reality. There is your new reality, the one you desire, and there's your current reality. Now, the critical part to understand about this is your current reality is energetically different than your desired reality. So you will have to shift to a different frequency, match the energetics in order to make this shift. Dr. Joe Dispenza says that your state of being are your thoughts, your feelings, and your actions. So visually, I've got your thoughts and I've got your feelings. Now, if you notice, the thoughts is a much thinner string here as compared to the feelings. Because what do we know? We know that feelings are more powerful than our thoughts. Neville Goddard said, the secret is in the feeling. Dr. Joe says that electromagnetic signature, the heart aspect, when you open the heart, that is when you really can start having the power to create the reality, the life, and the experiences that you're really looking for. So you've had a past of some kind. That could be one specific instance, or it could be a series of different experiences. Your early on interpersonal relationships are what is going to shape your mind. So your past, specifically from the ages of 0 all the way until about 7 years old, because you're in theta brainwave, that is going to shape your mind. And your mind is how you see the world. So in your past, this has shaped your mind, and that has created your now, and how you're feeling now are the thoughts and the feelings, your state of being. So if you have experienced a continuation of the same exact pattern like I did, I continue to find emotional unavailable people, which heavily lined up with the experiences I had in the past and the reasons of why those early on experiences happened. So I put a label and a meaning because I was a kid. I didn't know any better. Oh, the reason that's happening is because of me. So that gave me the thoughts and the feelings about myself. In the past, it created my state of being. So what was I doing? Well, since I continued to think and feel the same way according to my past, my thoughts and my feelings were connecting, and they perpetually kept me going into the current reality, which then fueled the idea that the past was true and that the beliefs I had about myself were true, which then shifted the new now moment. I was still the same person. Those thoughts and feelings were heavily rooted in the past. So energetically, I was still connected to my past. And so every now moment was exactly the same. And your current reality is literally a series of now moments strung together perpetually. And it feels like the similar experience because, again, you're only seeing the world through the same mind. The mind creates perceptions, and energetically, you'll continue to attract or magnetize people to you that will continue the story. So maybe you've done a lot of work and you put a lot of effort out and you're like, no, I am done with this reality. I see it. I understand that my past, but I'm ready to make some changes. And so you spend a lot of time and effort with your thoughts. And so your thoughts, the electrical components, you are connected to that new you, that future you. You've got it. However, on the feeling realm, your beliefs, they stay the same. So energetically, you're still connected to your current reality, aka the perpetuation of your past. And because only your thoughts are connected to your desired reality, and the feelings, again, look how much thicker, how much more power and energy is going into that current reality, that the continuation of it. Because those feelings haven't changed, the idea you hold of yourself, Neville Goddard would say this is your self-concept. Dr. Joe would say this is the magnetic part of the electromagnetic signature. So they're in two different realities. But the feeling aspect, the magnetic part, is going to override the thoughts. So eventually those thoughts, because your experiences are in the feeling realm, those thoughts eventually, they come back and they join. And you're like, damn it, I am back in the same situation. I'm putting out this effort. I'm trying really hard. And no matter what I do, I keep seeing the same undesired reality that I keep experiencing. And this was what my situation was. And it just creates a loop, and it made me feel crazy. It made me feel hopeless. It made me feel powerless. But I'm here to say that there is a better way, and understanding this, it can change your life. And maybe with your situation, you've got your thoughts up there, you're thinking of that new reality, you're doing all that, but your feelings, you're like, you know what? I'm going to say those affirmations and I'm going to feel them, and I'm going to do that visualization, and I'm going to feel it. You're trying to force those feelings in. So you reach up here and you can see there's this rubber band. So you're pulling up here and you're like, oh, I'm there for a little bit, and then something pulls you right back down. So this is the kind of thing where maybe you see changes in a little bit of momentum and movement, and then things go right back the way that they were. It's because energetically you're tied into the old feeling, meaning that only superficially you're putting the new feelings on top of the pre-existing feelings. So no matter what you do, you can't break out of the feeling state of the current reality. So how then can you cut the cord and allow yourself to be up here and to electromagnetically connect to your new reality in the now moment? Here's how. Well, it comes down to who are you being in each and every now moment. Every moment is a new now. And you've really got to start being aware of what thoughts and what feelings you're having. Now, I've talked about this before in terms of meanings. Maybe right here, a situation happens, an event. And in my situation, it happened all the time. If I was romantically interested in somebody, or maybe dating somebody years ago, and they didn't text me, maybe they went a little bit distant. Maybe I was like, oh my God, are they ghosting me? There's been a lot of space here. I'm getting anxious. And so this event happens, and I kept putting the old story on this experience. So when I moved over, the new now was directly connected to the past. I had not changed anything because I kept giving every now moment, every now situation, the meanings of the past. So in those situations, what you're going to have to do is ABC. Start to become aware of the meaning of why something is happening. Maybe you are supposed to meet a friend and you show up 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes. You're like texting, you're calling, and they don't answer. And it makes you feel like you're not heard, you're not important. Well, you've got to understand that the meaning that you're putting on that situation, you don't actually know what's happening. It's a neutral situation. Maybe something happened, maybe they got a flat tire, maybe they're on their way, maybe one of their family members is upset or something is happening. But if you put the meaning as something about you, and you don't know what's going on, and you say, oh, no one ever listens to me. Why am I not important? Why doesn't anybody value me? But your meaning is coming from the past. You don't actually know what's happening in that moment. So starting to become aware of that, breathe, which is going to help regulate your nervous system and keep you in the now, because when your body responds to the trigger, you go back to the past. Oh God, here we go again. Yeah, they're going to leave me. They're going to abandon me. I didn't work hard enough. I am unworthy. No one really loves me. Well, if that's coming from something that happened as a kid, where you didn't have the mental capacity to see situations different. And yeah, for me, maybe the person wasn't interested in me, but what meaning was I putting on even them not being interested? Because if it goes back to, oh, they're not interested because I'm not good enough, as opposed to, oh, okay, well, not everyone likes everyone. And I know that I'm worthy and deserving, and I have a lot to offer. Because what it looks like electromagnetically is, say you're feeling really good right now, okay? Say you're feeling really good. You got the thoughts and you're feeling pretty good, but you put this meaning as you're not important and that other person's rejecting you. Your feelings are going to get right back to those old, and it's going to keep perpetuating that old reality. You're going to start trying to think, okay, no, it's fine, I'm okay. No, and you might try to suppress it, But you don't want to suppress things. You don't want to suppress energy because it's just going to stay. And that is just going to keep on going. You've got to transmute energy. Either energy is not created or destroyed, but you can transmute it by understanding why you even feel this way about yourself. Oh my God, I thought early on in my environment that I wasn't important, but now I see that the people around me were really, they had a lot of stuff in their life. So it wasn't that I wasn't important, they were emotionally overwhelmed. So the lack of emotional availability had to do with what they lacked, not what I lacked. So the more you can start to understand that, you actually detach from the past and you allow it to be the past. And energetically, you continue to stay feelings and thoughts, feelings and thoughts. So every new now moment, you continue to electromagnetically stay. Now, even though you might be thinking a lot of the past, energetically, if that happens, you're stuck in the past. Or you could think a lot of the future, but that would mean that you're not in the now moment, meaning that you're on autopilot, meaning that if you're on autopilot thinking of the new future and you're on autopilot, your autopilot is your past. So the only moment in which you can change yourself and change to a new reality is in the now moment. And if you make a mistake, you find yourself back in that, okay, you know what? I'm going to do my best. I'm going to learn from that situation, and I'm going to continue to cut the cord of my past, cut this energetic rubber band so that I'm free to feel. If you do feel that back and forth, you might still be energetically connecting to the early on opinions, judgments, or expectations that the caretakers around you had of you. And you, out of a state of survival, wanted to fit in or make nice or appease them so you would be protected, so you would survive. But understanding, oh, I am going to take back my agency, my authority. And when I do that, I no longer have this energetic because I'm living according to my self-concept, my image, not myself through other people, but me to me really understanding the values, me really updating that how I see myself is beautiful and wonderful. And other people might judge me, they might not like me. And I know that I'm worthy and I'm whole and I'm complete. The more you are aware in the present moment of what meaning you're giving something, awareness, breath, stay in the present. If not, you'll go back to the past and make a new choice. Stay in the now, in that new you, in that new reality. The thoughts and the feelings are how you are going to connect to your new reality. It's going to be each and every now moment in that new reality, and your life will change. If you're struggling with limiting beliefs right now, this next video is going to show you how to break free of them. Thank y'all for watching. I love y'all. If you like this video, click like. If you haven't done so already, join the community, and I will see you on the next one.